It wouldn't be a Blue Lizardello video if Blue didn't record for 8 minutes, not realizing he was on mute. Hey everyone, it's Blue Lizardello, and welcome back to Blue Plays Terraria Master Difficulty with Hardcore Character. And we're back, and it's so good to be back. I'm just gonna give you all just a really quick, hey, here's what happened and where I've been. December was rough, and the beginning of January was rough, mostly due to viral infection after infection rampaging its way through the Blue household, and me just being not necessarily sick. In fact, I really didn't get sick. However, I was tending to my patients and dealing with Dr. Blue being on call at all times, which made it a little difficult for me to get to any recording. They were sporadic, they were minimal. I apologize really and truly, but I was needed elsewhere. But we're back and we're gonna have some fun. Now, the good news is that last time when I hit record, just a little while ago, I hadn't done any inventory management. Now, you can see I have a nice clean inventory. Just don't look in this chest up here. Okay, just don't. The base is a work in progress, to say the least. Now, today, we need to get back underground. I haven't found a single trap. We did get lava, which is exciting, and I do have this right here, the blood zombie statue, which we got last time, and I'm hoping, if this works, to set up a farm in order to get shark tooth necklace and or a money trough. Someone did mention that the music was a little loud. I'm gonna go ahead and drop that down. We'll do 45. Let me know if that is a little bit better for all of you. But yeah, as I start making my way down, I'm gonna go through some of the the answers to the questions of the day from last time. Just as a recap, by the way, we are in tungsten armor. We have a toolbox, guarding shackle, quick tin watch, fleeting tsunami in a bottle, and a hard band of regeneration. I also do have a squirrel hook, which is amazing. If you don't know why this squirrel hook is so good, let me show you. That's right, you can actually grip onto trees, which is so fun. Let's go ahead and have let's just do some sashimi, and let's start making our way down carefully. Right, so the last question of the day was from Burr Lull, and he did actually teach me in the comments how to correctly say his name, so thank you for that, Burr Lull. But his question was, what is your favorite boss fight? Now, I had said that Lord Gwyn, the final boss in the original Dark Souls, was my favorite for a number of reasons. Some of you agreed with that take, but I had some other really good answers as well. So let me go ahead and go over some of those. And we're already down here. Wow, goodness, that did not take long at all. So first off, we have Seth Outcast saying that Ornstein and Smo is your favorite, and I could absolutely see why. It's one of the few kind of 2v1 bosses that I think is actually done really, really fairly. So I can appreciate that. We also had Dylan's Bach saying Nil from Horizon Zero Dawn. Now this is probably one of the more interesting answers, simply because Horizon Zero Dawn, not exactly known for its big boss fights, and Nil is really, I don't even know if you could consider Nil a true boss, more of just a, oh boy, more of just kind of an elite enemy. But Nil is a character that you get to know as you are liberating camps in that game. I do love Horizon Zero Dawn, by the way. And you get to know him, and then in his kind of final moments, he actually wants you to kill him, to give him kind of a rightful death. And it is a very emotional fight. So I can definitely see why that is one to be remembered. All right, what do we got here? Oh, 1 damage. So I thought that was very interesting. Icarus Flight, Star Wars, The Old Republic raid. So he didn't necessarily have... Oh, you can actually hook onto mushroom trees too. Didn't have a specific fight, but the raids from The Old Republic were his favorite, which I think is a very, very cool answer. Okay, let's see. Do we want to go up here? I think we do. We've got lots of pots going. Pots are good. Then we have Nathaniel Hawthorne. Nathaniel said, Cinder from Spyro, A New Beginning. Tell you what, I didn't expect to see Spyro pop up on the old question of the day. I'm going to do something here, and I don't know if this will work, but I'm going to mark this altar with some torches Let's see how well that can be. Okay, kind of highlights it a little bit. But that's cool. I have played some Spyros. I don't think that is one that I've ever played. But nice to see kind of an old school game popping up. I like that. Oh, there's another demon altar down here too. That's nice. What else? Tagiro or Tagiro. You're gonna have to tell me how to pronounce your name in the description, rather in the comments. Tagiro says, Shadow of the Colossus, the whole game is just a masterclass in boss fights. I agree entirely. It took me way too long to get to that game, but now that I finally have, you know, for the longest time, I actually used to say that it was, this is dangerous, my favorite game that I've never played. And now that I've played it, I still say it is in my, oh jeepers, that's a Shelly. Yep, okay. So things are getting a little hairy. Get underwater. Oh, Piranha. What do? I should recall. Question of the day, gonna get me killed. I can't even put... a campfire down, but if I get down here, I can. Okay, we're fine. Everyone's fine. Right, but Tagiro also said that the Mantis Lords from Hollow Knight are a really good example, and I agree. I mean, it's just such a good multi-boss fight. It's hard to do. It's hard to do one where it actually feels fair to the player, and the Mantis Lords, I think, nailed that very well. Okay, let me take care of this crawfish. Just in hopes of a rally. No rally. Shelly could also give me a rally, but as you saw, Shelly's scary. And in a previous comment, I was told to be careful with Shelly because she can immediately spin back up if she's touching water. And I just encountered that firsthand. So, where do we want to go from here? Maybe just down into that little area? Birlul, who asked the question, also answered and said Sir Alon. Now that's from Dark Souls 2 in the Crown of the Iron King DLC. And I agree with that. That is an amazing boss fight. The fight itself is fun. It's very different from what you're kind of used to in the rest of that game. Very unique, but also his arena is stunning. I mean, it's bright, it is fancy and ornate, and then you also get a unique kill animation if you can kill him without taking a single point of damage. Now, is that a pressure plate? Is it? I mean, all right, that's interesting. Do I have, I don't have any... That sure looks like a pressure plate, right? Just kidding, it's a topaz, all right. Did I find the one seed that just has no traps? All right, got some gems here. Okay, that's a lot of platinum there. I'm gonna fire. Okay, we got a nice money pile. I do see a pressure plate there, but we're gonna have to play this very carefully. I mean, we still are at 120 HP. All right, I want this. Anyway, where did we leave off? So that was Sir Lon. Holly Lucianta or Lucianta. I'm sorry, I just don't know how to pronounce that. If you want to teach me how to pronounce it, I would love to learn, just like Beerlul did in the comments. But Holly had a really well fleshed out answer, and that was Godric the Grafted from Elden Ring. And here's her explanation. It's because Godric is so well built up. There is so much mythos surrounding Godric that by the time you get to him, you go, oh shoot, that's Godric the Grafted. And he really is kind of all that you expect. He is a very real challenge very early on, but something you can certainly overcome. But it's really fun in that, I mean, you get to know Godric as early as the tutorial boss, the Grafted Scion. As soon as you create a new character, you are faced with this spider-like abomination, and as you get to learn about its origins, you realize this was created... Oh! This was created by Godric the Grafted. Okay, we finally have a pressure plate. 2 gold is not terrible. And yeah, I think that's a really, really good answer. And then last but not least, Preacher answered. He said, even though he needs a little bit more time in order to fully flesh out his answer, he's shiminy crickets. What is going on with these? Don't. What? Okay. Come on, Shelly. I don't want Shelly to go in the water. Okay, just watch where she goes. Nah, I'm way too afraid. Okay. Shelly in a black slime. Uh-oh. Okay, good. Not much knockback on the bow. Just keep it going. Keep the damage going. Then she can't roll. But yeah, so Preacher had said that his answer was Knight Artorias. Knight Artorias is a great answer for sure. Tell you what, shurikens? Especially because of the story surrounding him. It's so sad. And then you get that special cutscene with Great Grey Wolf Sif if you killed him prior to fighting Sif. Oh, it's so sad. So very sad. All right, I'm going to hold off on doing the new question of the day probably towards the end of the video because I'm a little bit nervous. Although we have a pressure plate now, which makes that a little bit more... Would you get back here, Black Slime? Okay, there we go. Pressure plate, let's get that on the hot bar. So that was... Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so... We got one of those really cool mossy biomes, huh? Double heart crystal down there? Oh, buddy. Okay. So we need to deal with this stuff, that's for sure. Also, watch, my... I'm wasting flaming arrows by shooting them underwater, but that's okay. Okay. And Coccinia Beetle, I don't know how much damage you do, but you're not gonna tickle. Wow, that's excellent. So we need to figure out how we want to work this. If I want to turn this into a trap. Okay. So we know first off it's got to go over here, right? Also, why am I not using my health? I don't know. Let's do that. We've got some... So right here's where the statue's gonna go. Okay. We are already out of food, so let's do that. Let's eat up. I don't know if this is gonna work. I don't know all the spawning rules, but if the statue's gonna go here, okay, then what I want to do is build this up, and I want to do this. I think that's the size it should be, right? I don't know, but let's do that. Let's drop our bucket of lava and see what it looks like. I can always get a second if I need to. Okay, that looks promising. Okay. And then... not dropping any money. Which means I think I need to deal damage. Okay. Maybe we can modify this. Maybe we can modify this. I'm a little bit nervous to even try this. However, I have an idea. If I do... Okay, if I do that... Right? Let's see. Basically... I don't know. I think I have to get the killing blow. I don't know. I mean, maybe this will work. I guess they don't drop money, huh? But maybe they drop items. Tell you what, I'm going to pause, and I'm going to look this up on the wiki, because the wiki will tell me if a zombie statue or a blood zombie statue can drop things with just lava, or if I need to actually deal the damage myself. If that's the case, then unfortunately I will need to go get a summon. That's the word I'm looking for. Okay, so be right back. All right, well, just unfortunately bad news all around. No. Blood zombies do not drop loot if killed by traps. But also, they don't even drop their banner. In fact, if you look at my bestiary, which I always forget to even open up, blood zombies not even recognized as having been killed. I killed over 50 just to test it. I'm gonna do a quick test though, just to see how long does it take. Okay, so that needs to be. Okay. Okay, at least I can get this out. I might actually do some farming like this. This is boring, but how long will it take? Now will it show up in my bestiary at least? Wait, what? Wait, why? Oh, it is. Okay. It's interesting that it says I've killed 10. I guess my bow was killing them sometimes. Okay. That might be an option. I'll tell you what. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to do some killing. And see if we get lucky. I'll kill 50. We'll get to 50. Once I get the banner, I'll stop. And let's see if I get any drops. I know the chance is lower with a statue, but yeah, I'm curious. So I'll be back. Ooh, no. I was gonna say I could have a torch up, but no, I don't think there's a biome specific torch for just the underground. So anyway, back in a bit. Yeah, slime's falling from the sky. So I don't have an umbrella. I'm not going up there. I did, however, just come up with a way to make this immensely faster. Since I don't need or can't even use the lava, I just do this. Actually, I'm a little bit afraid that if I do this, they can phase through. Is that a... No, we're fine. Right? Yeah, this is so much better. All right, on to 50. Okay, so there's 50. No drops yet, but this now can make it much faster. I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I'll be back once I get at least a single drop. Well, as you can see from the bestiary, I've now killed 115, and I haven't gotten a drop. Apparently, the drop rates are so low that the shark tooth necklace is a 0.033%, and the money trough is even lower. I think I had something here. I think there was an interesting idea at play, but I think we're gonna be done for now. Now, we're up to 160 health. Pretty pleased with that. As I said, I don't think it was my execution that was the problem. I just think that, yeah, the concept itself was just fundamentally flawed because of the drop rate. So let's keep pushing a little bit before we head back up topside. Sure, of course, now you're gonna give me a hook. Gotta get our pressure plate back up. Now, will this blink root give me seeds? No, because it wasn't blooming. I do kind of want to open this up. I see you, Shelly, but I also see... Oh, crud. I see a whole lot of stuff. What's happening? You know, I got some dynamite. I don't think that's gonna hit anything. Oh! That just killed Shelly. Didn't even see that. Bat. Sneaking up on me. Okay. That is such a cool back. Now, I think I've seen it correctly that you can actually use a paint scraper to collect this moss, which is pretty interesting. Oh, what am I doing? I've got no plan. Got no plan. All right, let's go down. How are we looking? We got 2 hearts, which is great, but we didn't really get much else. A little bit of platinum. Tell you what, let's... Oh, hello. Pleasant surprise. Let's do a little bit of bombing. Yeah? There's a heart crystal. Love it. Now, just as a gentle reminder, at 200 HP and some amount of defense, I don't know exactly what it is, but you do run the risk of having the Eye of Cthulhu spawn, naturally. So, that's the last heart we're going to be using for some time. What a fascinating biome. Okay, we got a gem tree here. Oh! Did I just place my pressure plate? No? Okay. Come on, black slime. Jeepers. Okay, we're fine. Get the pressure plate out. Am I in torches? Oh, torches. I can make more. We're good. We're fine. Okay, I do see the boulder trap off to the right. Oh, heart crystal. Almost missed you. Did you see the skeleton about to drop on my dome? No, please. Okay. Fine. Topaz. Don't really care about Topaz. I do want to go and disable that boulder trap. Goodness gracious, Bat Central over here. Hello, Batwing, though. That is a huge damage improvement over... Good grief, that's so slow! I mean, the damage is incredible, but boy, oh boy. It leaves a little something to be desired in terms of speed, huh? Okay, now where? Go under it. There we go. Okay. I mean, my gosh, speed's like the boomerang if you miss. Another heart. Yeah, wow. I don't know if... Oh, ooh. I got the confusion debuff. All right. Oh, no. No more glow sticks. That's a bummer. But platinum here and directly above. And then I think that'll probably be a good enough place to call it. I don't really like you being able to hit me when I can't really hit you. Okay, well, we learned some stuff. I learned some stuff about statues, which is disappointing, but understandable. Platinum ore, we got up to 79? Okay. I am gonna go, wait, is that? Ooh, that is a sneaky little boulder trap, isn't it? Oh, and a Japers. Did not see that black slime. Oh, this is scary. Those crawfish hurt. Those crawdads. Ah, okay. Nope, 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 nope. Use the boomerang. Ah, okay. Ah. Could have been worth it. Could have been worth it. All right, time to go back. Do a little bit of quick stacking. It's not going to be much. Actually, not terrible. Not terrible. I'm going to go ahead and throw these banners on right now just in case we get our blood moon soon, which is coming, I'm sure. And let's see what we can do with our ore. Oh, I think all my platinum is actually over here. Okay, 82. 82 is pretty good. 20 bars. Okay. So what can we do with 20 bars of platinum? Well, first off, we're too far away from an anvil because I haven't made a good crafting station. We can make a platinum helmet, but definitely not worth it at this juncture. Platinum bow almost certainly is. That's only 7. Going from a wooden bow to a platinum bow. Pretty happy with that. Platinum pickaxe. Oh, I already have a platinum pickaxe. That's pretty great. I have a tungsten axe. I don't think I should waste money on a platinum axe, but I'd say that's pretty good. I mean, that's a huge upgrade from 5 damage to 13. Pretty pleased with that. Pretty pleased with that. All right, well, before we wrap up, it's time for the question of the day. Now, I had several really good questions. I have of the question of the day as well as the honorable mentions. So first off, I need to get a sign, and yes, the suggestion was to make a dedicated area so the signs are kind of easier to find and easier to appreciate, and that is absolutely on the docket. Just something I sadly haven't gotten around to yet, much like pretty much everything else. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop this right here. And the question of the day comes from Holly Lucianta. And that question is, in your first playthrough, do you try to 100% it or just to finish it? I thought this was such a good question. I'm just going to say January 2024 because I don't have the exact date. And the simple answer is I try to get as close to 100% as I can without going overboard. I don't rush through the end unless I've been playing a game and I'm not fully enjoying it. Occasionally then I will kind of push through just to finish it. But normally if I'm playing a game like a Souls game or Metroidvania, my goal is to do 100% without looking anything up. I'm okay missing content and missing things if I know that I didn't miss it because I was simply rushing through. Now, right now on the channel, I'm playing Blasphemous 2, and I'm going for not quite 100%, but somewhere in the high 90s. And I am using guides because I'm doing it for the channel, and there's a very, very small likelihood I'll ever go back and get that 100% outside of this playthrough. But in general, if I'm playing something just for fun, or if I'm doing a blind playthrough for the channel, most of the time it is how close can I get to seeing and doing everything without resorting to guides. So hopefully that is a satisfactory answer, but I want to hear from all of you. In your very first playthrough of a game, do you try to 100% it? Or do you just try to finish it? And will you come back, if so, to 100%? Honorable mentions. Dylan's Bach, favorite Souls game and why? You know, it's funny. Dark Souls 1. Are we talking about Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3? Because everything else is a Souls-like. I'm going to go with just the strict Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3. Although, I guess I could also say Demon Souls. Dark Souls was, for the longest time, my favorite Souls game. It was the first game I played after Demon Souls. And I fell in love with so many content creators because of it. But honestly, the favorite one for me to actually play just casually is actually Dark Souls 3. I like the faster speed approach to the combat. Then we have Icarus Flute asking your favorite non-gem hook. Hopefully I've already answered this by introducing you to the squirrel hook. I absolutely love the squirrel hook. And then Beer Lull again, favorite board game. That's a fun question. I don't play as many board games as I'd like, but I really do enjoy Pandemic, which is funny because I learned to play Pandemic during the pandemic, but it's a really fun game where you either work together or against each other to try and stop a deadly pandemic that is sweeping across the world. Really fun. But let me know your answers to all those questions, the question of the day, as well as those honorable mentions. And on that note, that is going to do it for this episode of Blue Plays Terraria Master Difficulty, the hardcore character. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you're still enjoying. And I'll see you next time.